What up, MySpacers? Andrew Freund here at the Hall Pass premiere in Hollywood. What would you do with a Hall Pass?
The thing that sets the Farrellys apart is that they're just so fun-loving. So they can get really crude and really raunchy, but it's coming from a good heart, and so you never get offended. You can laugh at things that maybe in another context you wouldn't laugh at.
So working on The Office versus working on Hall Pass, differences?
Oh my gosh, the pace, I mean, of television. We work so many hours so quickly. We only take 10-minute breaks. We work 12 hours a day. With the Farrellys, you know, with a movie, there's so much time for lighting or changing the set that you'll get an hour to play a game with someone in between scenes. And it's just not like that on TV. So a lot more downtime. That's a really boring answer to your question. I think, I don't know, it's similar in a lot of ways. They're both playful, they're both groups of people that I enjoy working with, so it was actually a really easy transition.
Now, I overheard you say, last question, you're Celebrity Hall Pass, a politician?
Not a politician, but you know, like a Bill Clinton type, just like a distinguished intellectual gentleman.
What did Jason Sudeikis teach Owen Wilson, and what did Owen Wilson teach Jason Sudeikis?
I think Owen Wilson taught me, you know, that you can do a lot by doing very little on camera, and I think I taught Owen Wilson how to love again. You know?
Does he love you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where that love goes. It's probably to his baby now, I would guess. You know, but see, like this is an example of what he taught me. Do little, and it seems like a lot. Yeah, talk for him.
So I guess my first question for you, in the world of gross-out comedies, what do you think sets Hall Pass apart?
Well, I think it's kind of a chick flick, too. It's a romantic comedy, and I think that's really a first for the Farrell. I mean, they do these movies where there is, at the heart of it, is something kind of beautiful and pure. You know, you look at Shallow Hal, you look at these movies where the message is really comes from a loving place. Around it is wrapped in this other genre, but really at the heart of it, that it is something quite beautiful. And I think that's going to look really ugly with that camera right over my leg. Just kidding.
I love that. I know these things.
Of course, I always notice where my key light is. Anyway, and I think with this movie, it's the same kind of thing. You know, you under the guise of a hall pass and sex and prosthetics and things that you're seeing, it's really about these two couples who really love each other and realize how invaluable the other person is to them. So there you go.
What do you hope men come away with after seeing this film?
I don't think they're going to come away with the same, you know, assessment that I've had of the whole thing. But I think they're going to laugh. I think it's a funny movie. I think it's a sweet movie. It's got everything for everybody.
What do you think men and women will learn from this film?
That hall passes probably are not a great idea.
I hope. And in your life, kind of growing up in Hollywood, have you met kind of characters like these guys in this film?
Yeah, I mean, I think the guys in this film are universal. I don't think it has anything to do with Hollywood. I think, you know, we all know those guys that are sort of dogs and like to go out and be gross and, you know, fun to be around, but where you're like, how did I meet you again? Like, when did we become friends? Oh, where did I find you?
Take me through, like, when you guys are sitting down and coming up with gags and ideas for this, what is that like? Do you throw one out or you throw one out and then you're both like hysterically laughing on the floor? How does that work?
Exactly.
Elaborate.
That's precisely it. A week, but before that happens, there's a week of he throws one out, I throw one out, we stare at each other.
We read the sports pages and, you know, go
Takes
watch
about a week
watch
to hit
TV.
a good one. Yes, that happens occasionally, and then you push each other forward.
And final question, I know you guys are tackling Three Stooges. Is it daunting in a way? Do you guys feel like you got to live up to this huge title? What's that experience? How's it going for you?
You know, my feeling about that is this: there's going to be people to criticize you for doing the Three Stooges, like they're like, you know, and yet those are the same people that always kept the Three Stooges down. You know, they were always considered second rate. They never did movies. You know, at the end of their careers, they do two lousy movies, but they weren't Abbott and Costello or Laurel and Hardy or the Marx Brothers. They were the Stooges. That was a notch below. But we think they're funnier than those other guys, and we want to bring them back to a new generation of kids. So the hell with them. We don't care what people think.